The link is wrong. How come you people joined? I don't know.
Sir, we joined using the previous day's link.
Anyway, I have now I have sent the new invite using the option given in participants link. The fresh invite. People are joining. It has gone to 50. In another 1 or 2 minutes, we'll start.
அப்பா அப்பா எனக்கு ஒரு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுங்க, இங்க வாங்க. இங்க வந்தாதான் உங்களால பண்ணவே முடியும். ஒரு லிங்க் இருக்கு பாத்தீங்களா, எதுவும் பண்ணாதீங்க. அந்த லிங்கை தொடாம எனக்கு இங்க டைப் பண்ணி கொடுங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லிங்க் தொடாதீங்க. என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க?
$62 have joined. I'll start in another 1 minute. Simultaneously, I'm sending this invite, the current meeting invite through WhatsApp. Twice I have copied the link. I have pasted the link there. So hope they will join soon.
இதுல ஜூம்லயா இல்லையே.
சூப்பர், தேங்க்ஸ்ரா. தெரியாம பாட்டு போட்டு பாட்டு அப்படியே வந்து சமூக சவுண்ட் கேட்குது.
ஓகே ஓகே ஓகே.
இது கேட்குது கேட்குதுடா, அதுவும் இல்லை.
நான் பேசுறதா கேக்குதா?
Okay, 69 have joined. Oh, it is almost 9 minutes over. But today I think problem. I will check where I have made a mistake. I don't know. I will check. Right. Okay, we have done up to 4 pages yesterday. The coming up of the factory. Right. Moving on to the next page, page 107. I have sent you the content also in the form, instead of sending in the form of Instead of sending in the form of slide, I have sent it as a notes, right? But both are same only. So page 106. So after that, costly machines have been set up. Costly machines they have purchased and they have set it right. And they have made all the process under one roof. Okay. For example, for different process, they need not visit different building. Okay. So different process need not happen in a different way, in a different location, but they have brought okay all the process under one roof, and it enabled them to do the careful supervision, right? All production process. Otherwise, no, earlier, 1 minute. Otherwise, earlier it was difficult to do the supervision in countryside, right? So in the early 19th century, factories were very important. New mills were there, new technology was employed. So stiff competition. So competition was very high, right? And what comes next is the pace of industrial change. The pace of industrial change. This is a very important 5-mark question. 4 points are there. This question is important. And see, they're asking 2-3 questions there. How rapid was the process of industrialization? How rapid? I can explain fully in Tamil. The problem is many students belong to Hindi community. They speak Hindi. So fully operating in Tamil, probably it is not possible. Whoever wants me to explain again, I'm willing to come in another Zoom meeting. I'm ready to explain the whole thing in Tamil. No issues. So whoever wants, you can send me the message. You want me to explain in Tamil, I'm ready. Whether night 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, no problem. Right. It is in page 83. Which is in page 83? Okay, probably see, this is my old book I'm keeping. Page number 107. So new book it is 83. Okay, I accept it. Right. But the topic is the pace of industrial change. How rapid was the process of industrialization? Does industrialization mean only the growth of factory industries? Right. So this is the question, and the 4 points are there. First point, cotton mill was the dynamic industries in Britain. It was leading up to 1840. It was a dynamic industries in Britain, right? And after that, iron and steel industries started succeeding. It doesn't mean that cotton industry vanished, no. But iron and steel industry started growing very fast because of the introduction of railways. Because of the introduction of railways. Okay, from 77 million pounds, the total quantity was 77 million pounds iron and steel, right? And the cotton was 50% of this quantity what iron and steel had. I'm talking about the turnover. I mean the turnover. It was 77 million pounds, double that value of cotton export. So iron and steel came after cotton because of introduction of railways, rapid growth. So it had overtaken cotton. Almost it was double that of cotton, the growth of iron and steel. Okay, see what they are trying to say in this first thing. Britain, the most dynamic industries were cotton and metals. When it was at rapid pace, the first phase was in 1840, cotton was leading. After that, iron and steel industries started coming. And that too with the expansion of railways, It went so rapidly. Which went so rapidly? The iron and steel industry. It went so rapidly. Its demand. See, you need not worry about euro or pounds or dollar, right? Oh, it is showing euro. Okay, whatever the textbook, someone is messaging me that different units shown there. Okay, whatever the units shown in your textbook, please follow that. Okay, so the iron and steel industry, it has started growing so rapidly, overtaking cotton, and the export of iron and steel industry was double that of cotton. Coming to the next page, second point. What is that second point? It says in my textbook, page number 108, but probably your textbook it will be different. 1 minute. Traditional industries. Traditional industries, it did not get displaced because of the introduction of new industries. It doesn't mean traditional industries got displaced. Okay, less than 20%, almost only less than 20% of the workforce were employed in technologically advanced industries, and textile remained as the dynamic sector, right? And a large portion of output, they said, produced not within factories but outside, and particularly in the domestic units. Domestic unit means units which are functioning like a house, something like uh, manufacturing units set up in houses. That's what domestic units, right? Third, traditional industries did not remain stagnant, rather, because of the introduction of new industries, it doesn't mean that traditional industries got displaced, or it did not remain stagnant. Small innovations took place. People were using the creativity and continue to flourish that industries, right? Like food processing, building, pottery, glass work, furniture, and those kind of things. So small innovations, because they have to thrive, they have to survive. So they could, because it was the need of the hour. It was the need of the hour. They need to use the creativity. They need to use the innovation so that they are able to continue their business, right? Okay. Next, fourth point: slow technological changes. It did not happen rapidly, right? It did not spread. It did not spread dramatically. No, and new technology was expensive. Everybody could not afford to that. Okay, and the kind of commitments and the kind of promotion what they did for machines, it did not, right? They were not as effective as their inventions and manufacturer claimed. Like a manufacturer, what they claimed, it was not that effective. But when they introduced the machines, they were telling very high about it. But later they realized that it was not as effective as they claimed, that machines were extremely good, right? Next paragraph, they talk about James Watt. He patented the steam engine in 1781, and his friend Matthew Boulton, he manufactured a new model. But he could not sell it for some time. There was no buyer. So beginning of 19th century, that is 1805, 1806, like that, there were less than 320 steam engines all over England, and only 80 cotton industries were there, and wool industries was at number 9. I mean 9 in number. The balance, it was in mining, it was in canal works, it was in iron works, right? And the steam engine, they were not using it in many industries till much later in the century, right? So they say even most powerful technology, it enhanced the productivity of labor manifold was slow to be accepted by industries. So what do they say? Even the most powerful new technology that enhanced the productivity of labor manifold was slow to be accepted. It was so even whatever was perceived as the fastest growth, it did not. It was only slow. And the next paragraph. Typical worker in 19th century, he was not a machine operator mainly. He was a laborer. He was a worker. He was a craftsman. Right? That's what historians say. Coming to next page. In Britain, the labor shortage was there. They were moving to cities. They were earning less. They were earning less because they started moving to cities. Cities were flooded with laborers. Okay, and some of them did not want to buy machines because it will reduce the job opportunities for employees. So they did not want to introduce machines that got rid of human labor and required large capital investment. So one way laborers will lose their job. Another one is they needed large capital to buy machines. So if they had purchased machines, it will get rid of lot of manual laborers, right? And there were seasonal fluctuations, seasonal laborers in many industries. Okay, every season they will not get it. For example, here agricultural laborer in India, they won't get job throughout the year. Whereas if you are on like office goer, like a teacher or a professor or a hospital doctor, 365 days you will have a job. Probably except barring the May month. Okay, school functions for 11 months. So you can continue to work and get salary month after month, right? But there are many seasonal industries at that point of time. Okay, so laborers were employed only for some season, but during some season the product demand went up like anything. During Christmas, for example, they were busy in making Christmas cards, they were busy making Christmas cakes, they were busy making Christmas related dress material. So during the peak season it went up, and after that what will happen? There will be a fluctuation, it will come down again, right? So more hand labors were used. Okay, machines were used only for the mass production, only the mass production. And there were 500 varieties of hammers, and machines were used only for making uniforms, standardized goods, as I said, mass, for mass production, mass products, not for everything. Machines were used. 500 varieties of hammers they were using, they were producing, and 45 different kinds of axes they were using, right? The last point, one student has sent a message. The last point what I said is machines were used only for certain difficult designs to be made. Otherwise mass production was done only on the manual labor, and uniforms were made only by machines because machines could only make the perfected outcome. That's what I was telling as a last point, right? Next, upper class, right? And the bourgeois. So they were kind of ethnic people, right? They were preferring things produced by hand. It symbolized refinement and class. And better finishing was seen because it was carefully designed. Handmade products were individually produced. Machine made goods, of course, it was used only to export to colonies. Only to export to colonies. Right. In countries with labor shortage, wherever there was a shortage of labor, wherever there was a shortage of uh, human resource, only in those places they were using machines, right? So that the need for human labor can be minimized. If more human labor is there, it is one way disadvantage that we can give employment to the labor, and also the wage can be lesser. Poor salary can be given, because when there is a more supply of labor, obviously you need not pay too much of salary, right? Suppose in our own school, another social teacher is coming, and that social teacher is telling, sir, I will work for 10,000 rupees. What school will say? Rajagopal, goodbye. Right? Obviously. So if a better quality teacher comes with a lesser, willing to work for half the salary of what I am getting, leave alone Maharishi. Even if I am running a school, if something happens like that, I will say, okay, goodbye. Right? Someone is replying, sir, we will not leave. Okay, right. Fine. Okay. Next, life of workers. More laborers, less quality. Because market was flooding with laborers. Okay, how the trained teacher will come for low salary? See, if a teacher, if a staff is, if a candidate is so desperate to get a job, right, and that teacher will join temporarily, right? If the teacher is so desperate and he wanted job, right? Okay, life of workers. More laborers were in the market, that ensured that proved to be lesser in quality, and they could get job only on references. I am the what to say, a known person to principal, so I am getting a job. Correspondent is known to my uncle, I am getting a job. Administrative officer known to my father, I am getting a job. So these employment in the market, it was not easy. They could recruit only with the reference, social connections. I know the minister, I know IAS officer, right? Likewise, it is not here only, everywhere. You suppose if I am running a company, I will also try to recruit through someone. Suppose Chandini says, I have a friend, sir. He wants a job. Yes, I will say, okay. Chandini is known to me for many years. Suppose Kushi is recommending somebody. Yes, okay, no problem. Right? Suppose Hemant is recommending. I know Hemant for a long time. Right? Influence. Suppose I know Sri Darshini. Yes, okay. I will say, yes, I know Sri Darshini. I know Sabrish. I know Rahul Aditya, like that. So anybody, இப்போ வீட்லயே யாராவது வேலைக்காரி ஒரு வேலைக்காரி போயிட்டாங்க அப்படின்னா என்ன அம்மா என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, பக்கத்து வீட்டுல எதிர்த்து வீட்டுல பக்கத்து ஃபிளாட்ல போய் யாராவது உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருந்தா சொல்லுங்க, அப்படிதான் சொல்லுவாங்க. சப்போஸ் சர்வன்ட் மெய்ட் போயிட்டாங்கன்னா we'll ask the reference. So through the reference, mom will get another servant maid through reference. She is not going to give advertisement in Hindu paper, front page, 1,500 salary. Will anybody give the advertisement like, no? We will obviously, Chandini says, yes sir, I will give. Okay, right. So getting the job through reference, that's what was happening there. And many people had to wait for a long time. They were feeling so desperate. Some of them, they did not have the food, like how many people are suffering during corona. Likewise, many people did not have a job. Many people did not have the food. So what some of the private individuals, they were setting up a night refugee camp. So during night time they will stay there, they will get at least one time food, and during daytime they will go and search for a job. And some of the people, they were, it says only 10 minutes more, okay, till whatever 10 minutes whatever I'm able to complete, we'll, otherwise we'll connect it tomorrow. So casual wards were also there, but the maintenance was very poor. Unlike the private individuals who were running night refuge, the casual wards also offered some facility for the poor, but the quality was not up to the mark, right? And 19th century, there they could witness increase in wages. What is the difference in wages and salary? Salary is something paid based on month. For example, teacher in Maharishi, we are all salaried job. Every month we'll get a salary, whereas daily wages paid on daily basis or weekly basis. So those income we call it as wages. So the wages overall, there was an increase, and the employers were thinking very little about the welfare of workers. But now every house, I'm very sure many servant maids are getting, yes, Sabarish. So nowadays during Corona time, we are all helping our servant maid. We are helping the watchman in our apartment. We are giving him coffee or tea or whatever the food. Okay, someone or the other will give in rotation, right? But those days it was not like that. They were thinking very little about the welfare of the workers, right? And mainly price rise was there during the war time. One side the price increased, the bread cost was high, the wheat cost was high, right? And on the other side, the wages also came down. One side salary less salary, another side price high. How people could survive? Even now during Corona time, many companies, they said no salary. Many companies said many people are not getting job. Even if they are getting job, they are losing. Whoever is in job already, many of them, they are losing this a job. In US, typically it happened. More than, I think, 2 crore people, they lost their job because of Corona, because of downtrend in the business, because of poor hit economy, right? So people had a tough time. 10% of the poor were during, even they say there were 10% of the people were poor even during the best time. Some of the time it was best. Entire market was doing well. Many people got the job. So even during that time, the poor people percentage, if you look at it, 10%, right? And economic slump, economic slowdown, they could realize in 1830. There was unemployment between 35 to 75% in different geographical regions. And many of the time, they were worried about the period of employment, because the period of employment will decide the monthly income. Out of 30 days, if they are getting job only for 15 days, how will they eat balance 15 days? How will they feed the family and children? Every day they have to eat for 3 times. If not 3, at least to survive 2 times. Leave alone the adults. Adults can survive with 1 day meal. Think about children. Right? Every 15 minutes we want, during every 15 minutes gap, we want to go eat, come back. Right? Imagine if the children are not getting enough food, how will they feel? It will be very challenging. Right? What, Sabrish? Correct? Okay, so people overall, they say people had a tough time, unemployment, poor salary, losing the job, right? One side price increase, another side reduction in salary, and the number of days of employment decides their earning. So many challenges, right? So with this, I'll stop here. Please go through the questions I have sent, that MCQs, and also the question what I have posted, a worksheet, power sharing, okay, in the classroom app. Please go through that, study well, and attempt all 15 questions, 15 or 20 questions, I don't know. Today you have the power sharing test, online test, and 15 minutes, within 15 minutes you need to complete, you know pretty well. Someone is asking, when will I teach in Tamil? Whoever wants me to teach in Tamil, send me to my private chat. Okay, depending on the number of people respond, definitely I will connect with you once again. Okay, definitely. Whoever wants, you are most welcome. Right, but send me a private message. Sir, I want in Tamil. Like that, you send message. So I will. Thank you. I will pull everybody. Okay, and connect it. Right. I'm ready to do that. But send me the private message. Right. Okay. Thank you so much for joining, and study well. Power sharing. We have test today, online test. Okay. Thank you so much. Did you all understand? Usually I used to ask once or twice. Today I didn't ask. Thank you so much. You can make use of the notes what I have sent. Okay. If you are able to elaborate the notes what I have sent, that is more than enough. If you are able to elaborate the notes and make it in sentence, that is more than enough. Okay. Thank you so much. You can log out.